From time to time, people come to me and they're kind of at a loss because they're just not feeling close to their neighbors. They're not feeling close to people at church or their Bible study group. And sometimes when I hear that, I just kind of say, you're telling on yourself. It reminds me of the story of an old man sitting on his front porch. The story goes that the old man was sitting on his front porch and he was at the edge of town, and every once in a while people would drive up to him and pull off the side of the curb and roll down the window, and they'd yell up at the old man and say, "Hey, old man, we're thinking about moving into the community. What are the people like here?" And he goes, "Well, what were they like where you came from?" They said, "Well, actually it wasn't a good experience at all. People just weren't very friendly. They weren't very loving. If somebody was sick, nobody knew about it. Nobody did anything to help. They didn't really talk. We didn't visit each other. Didn't remember birthdays." He looked at the man and he shook and he says, "You know what? They're exactly the same way here." The man rolled up his window and drove off, and a few hours later, another guy pulls over, rolls down his window and yells up at the old man. He says, "Hey, old man, we're thinking about moving into this community. What are the people like here?" He says, "Well, what were the people like where you came from?" He said, "It was the most loving place I've ever been. I hated to leave there." You see, people were so close. They remembered each other's birthdays. They took things to each other. If someone was sick, you always had food to help with your family. And the old man looked at him and says, he smiled, and he says, "You know what? They're exactly the same way here." What's interesting is that really it's not the community that shapes the love of a group, but it's you. If you make the decision to serve, you'll find that service will come back to you. If you make the decision to love, then you'll find that love will come back to you. We can make the difference. Remember the story of the old man.